Oh, I'm so sorry. What's up everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tash. Today we're going to be reviewing The Men's Club Season 3 episode 11. I feel like this episode is the episode of this season. Like, this is the episode that we've all been waiting for. The episode that Aminu finds out whether Jasmine's baby is his or not. It's like the elephant that has finally landed. Like, we've been waiting a very long time to find out this little piece of information, and it's finally happened. But first of all, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit like, hit the bell button, make sure you're commenting down below. I really love to hear what you guys think about the episode as well, so make sure you're commenting. And having said all of that, let's get straight into it. Okay, so I'm gonna start off today's episode with Lanray. I feel like Lanray, we've accepted he's into older women. We've accepted, you know, that him and Tenny might have actually found love. It's interesting to see that Tenny actually thought that, you know, they could have something, that they could have worked something out. I think she felt like, okay, you know, this is a guy, he's cool, he's into me, you know, maybe because she said that she once had, you know, serious love, she once experienced that love, and maybe Lanray for her was just kind of reminiscent of that. So, I mean, I get it. If someone makes you feel good, why, you know, let that go? So I like the fact that, okay, they do like each other and they're trying to see whether things would work. But I feel like now that Lola has said, okay, don't come near my mom, it's gonna be a bit harder for them to actually be together. I kind of hope they kind of just did that in the water. I'm to be honest, it's not a storyline that I'm actually interested in. I don't know, like I always say, Lanray is like my least favorite character. I feel like his character development and, you know, his storyline is just kind of there. I don't really see the, okay, yes, he's using it for career development, but I don't know, I just find it weird. Like, we don't really see why, you get, like, we don't see the, I don't know, I don't know. So I kind of hope this is the end of Lanray's, you know, mommy issue saga. Maybe he'll just get over, you know, trying to date old women, or maybe he'll be so in love with Tenny that he just doesn't bother to date more old women. I don't know. I just feel like we should move on from his storyline of dating older women. I don't understand Fiona either. I feel like this guy has told you, I don't want you. He's made it very clear by dating other women. You caught him dating other women. Like, you know all his just. I know that she's a bit obsessive, but at this point, I'm like, sis, let it go. Like, he don't want you. Like, let it go. But the way she's so obsessive and the way she just keeps coming back and coming back and coming back, I'm over it, like super over it. But ultimately, I still find the relationship between Lola's mom, I'm gonna say Lola's mom, and Lanray very awkward. I know they're adults, I know they can do what they want, but I still find it very awkward. Like, when Lanray was like, oh, you know, I could have had it, when he was talking to Fiona and he was like, oh, I could have had a chance with Lola's mom, I was like, doesn't it sound weird coming out of your mouth? Like, doesn't that sound awkward to you? Because to me, hearing it was awkward. It's like me saying, I want to date my friend's dad. Like, no. Like, no. So yeah, I don't know. The whole storyline just rubs me the wrong way. Like, I don't like it. I wish they kind of move on to something else. Maybe like his contract goes bust or whatever. I don't know. Just let's move away from Lanray and his sugar mommy issues. Yeah? I'm to Taiyo. I know I said in my last review that I find it hard to really kind of feel sorry for them, even though I know that Tiara's going through like drug abuse and mental health issues and all that stuff. I just feel like maybe there was something missing from, I don't know whether it's the acting or the script or something. I just felt like it wasn't executed as well as I would have thought, because a lot of people kind of missed that. I think a lot of people were like, hey, yeah, but we didn't really sit down to think about, okay, drug abuse. We didn't sit down to think about, okay, mental health issues. But I do commend the Men's Club for, you know, talking about that and putting it in the show. It's not every time, you know, girlfriend, boyfriend, husband, wife, man, woman. You know, sometimes address the issues that are facing our society: drugs, mental health, you know, health in general. Like, I really do commend the Men's Club for, you know, having that as a storyline. And I'm happy that in this episode we see that Tiara's gone to rehab. Now, Tiara's father finally did some fathering, and you know, he told Taiyo, look, if you're not sure about my daughter, if you're not 100% sure, stay away from her. And I think that is absolutely great advice. I'm surprised that Taiyo, you know, didn't take the contract. I feel like we were all doubting him, you know, about the contract. Like, yeah, you wouldn't have done it if it wasn't for Tiara, but we can see that, okay, he said no again. He does not want the contract. And I think that's fair. I think it's a good call. I mean, we saw him going to talk to Hadiza. Obviously, we don't know why, if he just wants to be friends or whatever. Everyone knows Taiyo falls in love with these spoiled brat women. And then when it comes to actually loving them, or whether it's his trust issues, or whether, you know, there's something else going on, that he just can't do it. He can't say I love you, or you can't really, do you get what I'm saying? Like, he married his wife knowing full well that he didn't really love her, he was cheating anyway. So I mean, Taiyo's issues, we do have to explore it a bit more, but I'm happy that, you know, he's been warned. Can I say warned? He's been warned that, you know, if you're not taking my daughter seriously, don't show up. Don't come and be all a happy, friendly, nice guy when you know that you have no intention of taking her seriously. And I'm all here for that. I love that advice he gave to her. I would have said the same thing, actually. Like, if you're not serious, if you're still gonna mess around, if you're not gonna be there in the end, like, don't bother coming now. Let it just be that, you know, you said you're gonna come, you couldn't, get in the water, you know? So when Taiyo said that he still talks to his ex-wife and he still gets pictures of the baby and still, you know, is very updated with his life and stuff, I thought that was really cute, because it's a hard situation at the end of the day. You know, I do think it's good that Taiyo is still taking care of the little boy. He still considers him as his son. I did notice there was like an awkward silence amongst the guys when he did say that. I don't know whether that was supposed to mean something, or it was just because, you know, there was nothing else to say after that. But it was like a little awkward silence, like, are you sure? That kind of thing.
Bigger part of his life. I owe that to him. Okay.
Okay, so on to Lewis now. Do you know what? I have to say that Lewis, as a character, as the actor, absolutely fantastic. Every episode I just enjoy watching him more and more. Like, I enjoy his character. I enjoy the way he says things, the way he does things, the way he laughs, the focus. You know, he's the one that I feel like is the less confused character, and it's almost as if like the character. So what I find about these characters is that they keep swapping roles. So if you think about season 1 and 2, Aminu was the smart guy. He was the one that was always dishing out advice. He was always telling people what to do, how to do it. And now it's been flipped over to Lewis, when Lewis is now the one that's giving out advice and telling people like, okay, don't worry, this is how it's gonna go. Even though he has his own issues, but I feel like he's the most stable one at the moment with his relationships with everybody. So it's just interesting to see how over the season and over the seasons and the episodes, he's become like a very favorite character. You know, he's like comfortable, you know, he says what he wants to say, he does what he wants to do, but he's still very much in his own character. And I also noticed that his character when he's with his friends, his character when he's with Lola, and then his character when he's with like his mom and Tony, very different people, but you know, very well executed. I'm just saying, it's really nice to see. So we saw Lola picking out wedding dresses with his mom. Now I don't know if I missed something, but I thought they were getting like they're still having a fake wedding, right? And I know that we saw in the trailer that there is a wedding going to happen, but I thought, like, is it a real wedding? Like, did I miss something? Like, are they actually going to be officially married, or is he still like married to Tony. Like, why can't he just get divorced? I know there's all the business stuff and everything, but everything has gone to crap. So why can't he just get a real divorce? And okay, if we're going by Nigerian, you know, whatever, I know it takes forever to get a divorce, but it's a TV show. Y'all can get a divorce and do things the right way. Like, why are we doing things the fake way, if anybody understands what I mean? Now, Tony. Now, I actually, okay, you know what? So let me not lie. I don't blame Tony because she must be very scared. Now, Jasmine is a very wicked person. It's this episode that I realized, like, this woman, she's actually crazy. She's actually wicked, like deep down in her. So, you know, before, I feel like we just thought, yeah, she's scheming, she's playing games, she's doing rubbish. Okay, fine. But it's now that I realize that Jasmine is actually a wicked person. For what, especially what she said to Tony, I felt like putting that kind of thing into someone's mind is a horrible thing to do. Like, why would you do that? So I understand why Tony went to Lewis and was saying all that she said. You know, it's a desperate attempt to not lose or to not, you know, miss out, whatever. And I'm happy that Lewis didn't fall for it. But now that Lola walked in on whatever they were doing, I know it's going to be hard for her to believe or whatever. And I really don't want that situation because they were doing so well. And I'm pretty sure Tonya is going to rub it in. But, Tonya, I really, like, I don't even know what to say to her. I kind of just want to, like, pray for her. Like, girl, you will be okay. And it seems like the baby is really Lewis's so far. So yeah, let's hope and pray that his storyline doesn't end up like Aminu's as well. But okay, so on to Aminu and Jasmine and Tumini and Patrick. So all the answers that we have been waiting for have finally been answered. So I'm just gonna like go through it. I'm gonna try not to spend so long on this part, but we have to talk about it. Okay, so we see Aminu comes in. By the way, it seems like there's no locks on any of the doors in TMC. Like, everybody just walks in, walks out whenever they please, which is really weird. I saw it a lot in the last episode, continued in this episode. But yeah, it just seems like there's no locks, so you can just walk in at any time. But anyway, so the first scene, we see Aminu comes in, he's very angry at Jasmine. Now, first of all, Jasmine, she just keeps lying. She just keeps lying. She just, like, I don't understand how she lies. Like, so vindictive, so manipulative, so evil, wicked. I don't get it. I mean, it like I said in one of my reviews, her red hair just makes it even worse. But it's just so... It's crazy how she does it. Like, the lies come out sharp. Like, I don't even think I lie that well. Like, you know, you have something, you know, when you're not an experienced liar, you think about, like, someone asks you something, you have to think about it, you pause, you stutter. But the way Jasmine does it, it's like, off her lip, like, I just, ooh. When Aminu walked in, I was almost crying. I was like, oh. I'm so sorry. So during this episode, it actually dawned on me that this whole Jasmine Aminu thing is a lot deeper than we thought, because it goes all the way back to when Aminu and Jasmine actually met. You know, we saw when they were already dating and she was being difficult, and I think it was that first episode where she was like, why would you spend time with me? That, you know, I think it was like season 1, episode 1 or something. We saw that, but it goes back to when they actually, so imagine like Patrick setting up Jasmine to meet wherever they met. You know, Aminu falling in love or whatever. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, that is so crazy. Like, that is a very vindictive, wicked plan. Since then, no, it's not even about this baby matter. Everything that Jasmine and Aminu have had as a relationship was a complete lie. That is so deep and so harsh. And I understand why Aminu feels like a fool. Like, I understand why he would feel so stupid and the way he would be feeling, because that's a lie. Like, let's even forget, let's not forget about the baby, but let's even not start from the baby. Like, the entire relationship was a scam, which is deep, okay? Now when he was asking Patrick, like, you know, why, and Patrick was like, I wasn't part of the family. I was like, that's not good enough. I was like, no, that's really not good enough, because you could have just asked. You could have sat down with the family, okay, get a paternity test like he said. But instead you chose to destroy the boy's life. That's cold. Like, wow. So when Jasmine was begging her mom, it reminds me of that little boy that was begging his mom as well. Like, mommy, please. Mommy, please. That's what it reminded me of, and I kind of wanted to laugh, even though it was a really deep episode. Have you ever begged your mom before for something, or begged one of your parents, and they're not answering you? They're just like, whatever, you're gonna suffer today. That was kind of what it was. I did feel bad for Jasmine, because I realized that she has nobody. She really doesn't have anybody to help her right now. But then when she turned around and said what she said to Tony, I was like, yo, you're wicked. Babe, you are a wicked somebody. She tried to blame it on Tumini, and I was like, what? This is all you. This had nothing to do with Tumini. Do you understand? Like, Tumini, jejely on her own, was just falling in love. And I'm really happy that Tumini and Amini are together. My ship is back. I know we did this season wasn't really about them at all, but I'm really happy that, you know, they're back together. They're strong as ever. I don't think Amini really apologized for all that happened, but I guess we can free it now that they're back together, and all the truth is out. I don't know what's gonna happen in the next episodes. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know. I cannot say exactly what's gonna happen, but I'm looking forward to it. I think we have like 2 episodes left, 2 or 3 episodes left, so I'm really looking forward to what's gonna happen. And that's all I have for today. So if you enjoyed this video, please make sure you like and subscribe to my channel. I will be back next week with another review. Please also make sure you comment down below on what you felt about the episode, what you felt about the characters. I really want to hear what you guys have to say. All right, bye.